Well, everybody, here's part one of my entire movie collection 2025 edition. Letter P DVDs that I'm about to show you all. So, anyways, no time to waste. Let's begin. Good, underrated Disney live action movie that I've rewatched back in 2021. And this movie has Vin Diesel along with Carol Kane and Brad Garrett. I'm gonna put those DVDs right here. So, yep. Definitely one of my all-time favorite 2014 movies that released in the UK. But this movie right here came out in 2015 in the United States. So, yep. And this is a Lionsgate reprint because of this. But however, this DVD is from 2015 by the Weinstein Company. So, yep. And this is the sequel to the first Paddington movie from 2018 that came out in the US, while the sequel came out in 2017 in the UK. So, yep. And the sequel's from Warner Brothers, while the third one's from Columbia Pictures. Too bad the Weinstein Companies no longer distribute those Paddington sequels because due to controversial of Harvey Weinstein. So, yep. And the Weinstein Companies no longer exist, sadly. So, that's unfortunate. Really good 2013 movie right here, starring Dwayne Johnson, along with Mark Wahlberg, Tony Shalhoub, uh, I think Anthony Maggot is also in this movie, and Rebel Wilson and Ed Harris. They also star in this movie as well. So, yep. Amazing 2006 movie that I watched back in 2020. If you guys haven't seen this movie yet. Really good 2002 movie that I've rewatched last October. And this movie has Jodie Foster, Christian Stewart, along with Forrest Whitaker and Jared Leto. And I've seen this movie before, back in 2020, but it needs a rewatch, don't you guys think? I will plan on rewatching this movie soon, so yep. I will plan on rewatching this movie soon, so yep. And Fox Searchlight Pictures, or known as Searchlight Pictures, turns 31 today. In case you didn't know. I've rewatched this movie last Monday, and this is a really good 2010 movie that's based on the books of the same name. And Uma Thurman as Medusa turns 55 today. So happy 55th birthday to her. And I'm not gonna bother getting the sequel because although it's not as good as the first Percy Jackson movie, in my opinion, so yep. I've seen this movie before last year, and this is a really good 2012 movie. If you guys haven't seen this one yet. Great 2012 movie that stars Emma Watson, Ezra Miller, along with Paul Rudd and John Cusack. Oh yeah, Mae Whitman is also in this movie as well, in case you didn't know. Code, if anyone wants it. Back is blank. So, yep. Definitely a great 2018 movie right here, which has Dominic Gleeson, James Corden, the voice of Peter Rabbit, and Margot Robbie, the voice of Flopsy. The back is blank, so yep. Oh yeah, if hang on. There we go. If anyone haven't seen the first Peter Rabbit movie, I recommend you all to watch it next Easter, so yep. And good thing I've rewatched the first two Peter Rabbit movies last Easter. So, yep. And I will show the sequel right now, which is right here. Or this is commonly known as Peter Rabbit 2: The Runaways, so yep. And this movie was originally going to be released in 2020, but it got delayed to 2021 due to you know what, so yep. I will plan on rewatching this movie soon, so yep. Haven't seen this movie yet, unfortunately, but I will soon, soon as possible. So, yep. Excellent 2002 movie that I've watched back in 2021. And this movie has Adrian Brody in it, so yep. And this is the first one Adrian Brody won for Best Actor in 2002. The second one is The Brutalist, so yep. I'm showing this DVD because it has the Pineapple Express movie. And I haven't mentioned, or I don't believe I never showed The Night Before on my letter N movies, on my entire movie collection 2025 edition, letter N DVDs. But I'm showing it right now, so yep. This movie right here need a rewatch soon, so along with the Pink Panther movies, or the other Pink Panther movies, to be exact. Had this DVD for, I don't know, probably a long time, since 2013, or possibly, yeah, 2013 or 2014. It's been so long since I had this DVD. And I will plan on getting the sequel soon. And I don't have the other sequels to the original Pink Panther yet, but I will get them as soon as possible. Definitely a classic right here from 1940, and definitely one of my all-time favorite Disney animated movies of all time. So, yep. And I used to have this movie when I was a kid on DVD back in 2009, but it got scratched, so I replaced this DVD back in 2019. And I used to have some other copies on VHS many times, but now I have the DVD. Too bad those ads on those Disney titles no longer exist anymore, since they stopped them back in 2015 with digital codes, and that's it. Yeah, if anyone haven't seen this classic Disney anime movie, I recommend you all to watch it soon. So, yep. And I will show the sequel next after I show the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And the first one needed a rewatch after a few years, so yep. When I studied the Caribbean at my senior years, so before the pandemic begins, so yep. And I don't believe I haven't seen the sequel yet, but I will as soon as possible. And the third one, I will plan on getting it back in the collection soon, since I have it back in 2019, but got rid of it for some odd reason. And I don't have the fourth and the fifth one yet, to be honest, but I will get them as soon as possible, so yep. The first Pitch Perfect movie is great, and the sequel is really good, in my opinion, so yep. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother getting the third Pitch Perfect movie because it's not as good as the first two, in my opinion, so yep. I'm planning on rewatching this movie soon, so yep. And I've seen this movie before, back in 2020. Good Winnie the Pooh movie from 2005, so yep. And this will be the last Winnie the Pooh movies, or should I say, one of the last ones before Walt Disney Animation Japan got shut down. And this was, and after Pooh's Heffalump movie, This was originally going to be make another Winnie the Pooh movie, but unfortunately it got shut down and canceled for good. So, which is sad that Disney Toon Studios no longer exist back in 2018. So, yep. And I miss Disney Toon Studios already, in case you didn't know. So, anyways, back to the video. And I did watch this movie last year, and it was a classic. Gene Hackman is great in this movie, so yep. Rest in peace to him back in February of this year. And I will plan on rewatching this movie soon, so yep. Since I've seen this movie a couple times. But it needs a rewatch the third time. And this movie right here needs a rewatch. Touchstone movie, co-made by Warner Brothers and New Market Films. Haven't seen this movie yet, unfortunately, but I will soon. This is one of my all-time favorite Disney anime movies from 2009, in case you didn't know. The first two Princess Diaries movies needed a rewatch, so yep. I don't have the original 1968 version of The Producers, but I will soon. Universal movie, co-made by Columbia Pictures. I've seen this movie before. It's a classic from 1966, starring Burt Lancaster and Jack Palance. This is going to be the longest video I ever uploaded, so bear with me. I got this. Really good 2009 movie that I've rewatched last year. If you guys haven't seen this one yet. Only a few more DVDs left until we're finished. Good 2007 movie that I've watched last year. Really good 2021 movie that I've watched back in 2021. But it needs a rewatch, don't you guys think? And definitely one of my all-time favorite 1994 movies. In case you didn't notice. And I'm not gonna pull any discs out because of time, so yep. But I will plan on rewatching this movie soon, which I haven't seen this movie since 2021. Oh yeah, definitely one of my all-time favorite childhood movies right here from 2006. That stars Will Smith and his son Jaden. If you guys haven't seen this movie yet, you guys definitely need to check out soon. And finally, here's the last one for this video. Good 2009 movie that I've watched last year. Well, everybody, there you have it for my entire movie collection, 2025 edition, letter P DVDs. So, anyways, stay tuned for letter R's coming up soon. This is Oppenheimer Me 2002. I'll see you guys later, so take care.